Hey guys, how's it going? All right, welcome to volume number 3 of our how-to series. This is how to beat a slicer. Enjoy. Now, just like we started out in our other videos, you have to go into it not being intimidated, not being stressed out. You have to be very patient when you play that slice player. A slicing shot can be very frustrating because it's kind of a slower ball. A heavy slice is going to skip and stay low. A backspin slice is going to sit up a little bit more, but it's going to be quite awkward to hit with. You have to stay patient when you try and play against a slicer. If you're trying to tee off on the ball on the first shot, or get rushed, or get frustrated by it, that's when you're going to lose to those players. Be patient, follow these tips that I'm about to run through here on how to beat a slicer, and you have no issue beating a slicer in the future. Because you have to use your legs, okay? When you play against someone that slices the ball is going to skid and stay low. If I'm coming down here to hit my shot, okay, and my legs are upright, and the ball's coming down low, I'm going to pull off, I'm going to fall off my back foot. It's not going to be a pretty sight, okay? When you're playing against someone who slices, that ball stays low. You have to get lower with your legs. When I get lower down here with my legs into position here, it's much easier for me to be able to generate speed and come from underneath that ball. Or if I want to slice it back, get low here, I'm able to get that lower contact point. If I'm not, I'm bending down here. That's not a pretty looking shot, right? It's going to pop up, I'm going to lose control. Use your legs when you play against a slicer. It's very important to use your whole body for your advantage. Okay, so after loading with those legs a little bit more, you want to really make sure that you get the point in your favor. If I'm just pushing the ball back or I'm hitting the ball back safe, they're going to be able to dictate the point and control it, okay? I want to work on hitting a higher, deeper ball, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be powerful, but a higher, deeper ball that's going to push them back behind the baseline. When they get pushed back behind the baseline, they try and hit a slice here, it's going to end up going a little bit shorter and they have to kind of come down on it. It's not going to be quite as penetrating, quite as deep, okay? That's when, from when I see that and I hit that ball deep and I see them push back on that back foot, that's when I want to move in and try and play a little bit more aggressive on that next ball. That is key. Now here's the trick. Once you do get that shorter ball and you decide to come in, you want to be smart with your approach shot, okay? If I play that ball a pretty safe approach and I come into them, they're able to slice that ball, pop it up over our head, get it down towards our feet, whatever they want to do with that shot, okay? You want to come in with that approach shot being relatively aggressive. By relatively aggressive, I mean hitting the ball heavier with a little bit deeper towards their weaker side. Now hopefully after playing a few points, you're able to figure out which one is their weaker side. Come in with that ball to their weaker side, approach to that weaker side. More than likely the ball's going to pop up, and that's when we can close in and put it away.
Yeah, here we go.
Alrighty guys, so there it is, how to beat a slicer. Let's do a quick recap here. First things first is believing in yourself, as it was in all the other videos, having that confidence, staying patient, staying mentally strong throughout the match. Second thing is really make sure you're using those legs, stay low with the ball. The slice is going to stay low, so you have to get low to get underneath it, okay? Number 3 is hitting that ball as a heavier, higher, deeper ball. That's going to push them back, and then when they get pushed back, you want to move into the court and play more aggressive, okay? And finally, tip number 4, with that approach shot, being smart, all right? Hitting that ball to the corner, hitting that ball to their weaker side, following it in and being confident with the volley. If we're playing a little safe with that approach shot, that's when we get lobbed, that's when we get passed. You want to hit a confident, aggressive approach to their weaker side, follow it in, stick the volley. Alrighty guys, that concludes it, okay? Our how-to series is over. We covered how to beat a pusher, how to beat a heavy hitter, and how to beat a slicer today. Now go back and watch these videos. These players can always be beaten, but you have to play to their weaknesses and be smart when you play, okay? If you fall into their traps and you end up playing their game style, it's much harder for you to win those matches. When you play smart and follow the tips that I went through in each video, you've got a much better chance of beating them, and you're gonna feel so much more confident about your game. And you've also expanded your game to a huge different level. You've got so much more variety in your shots. That's gonna make you much harder to beat as well, and you're gonna start to become smarter. And then when you play these players, you're not even gonna be thinking twice about it. Subscribe below if you enjoyed it. I really appreciate you. Take care.